Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better, no.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I am here today at the Daytona Speedway in Daytona, Florida. Daytona Beach, Florida, I should say. And yeah, we're going to do a tour today. I'm going to be with my son-in-law, Matt. And never been here before. I've driven by here a few times, in my life, but never been inside here. So I'm going to check this out. And Matt has never been here either, so should be fun. Let's go check it out. So up here by the ticketing entrance and tours, they've got a statue here of William H.G. France and Anne Bledsoe France, a tribute to the founders of NASCAR and the builders of Daytona International Speedway. Nice. And of course, if you're a fan of NASCAR, you know who Dale Earnhardt is. They've got a statue of him up here in the front. Nice.
Decades ago. Welcome to the World Center of Racing.
Now, just that construction track began nearly 60 years ago, and in fact began 67 years ago. In November of 1957, it was completed just 15 months later, in February 1959. This is the time for the very first Daytona 500, where we had just 41,000 fans in attendance. Now we're going to make my first assumption for y'all. When you watch races on TV, I bet you think most of the track are flat, right? Well, guess what? It's not anywhere. Because our least banking is right back here in our 3,000-foot backstretch. And I know it doesn't look like much, but in this bank is 3 degrees to help with water runoff. However, during Hurricane Dee and Nicole, they have a chance to be affected because this entire interval was flooded to about a foot of that backstretch safety barrier. And our 3,800-foot front stretch is just 800 feet there compared to the backstretch. There's that 800-foot tri-oval, and our start finish line is banked at 18 degrees. Now, once again, we're very fortunate today because that's going to be our first stop, the 18-degree start finish line. And when we stop there, I'm going to let you all get off. You can experience how steep that 18 degrees is, and until we get there, please believe me when I tell you, it is a lot steeper than it sounds, and you're going to be very hydrated. Now, these joints are banded 31 degrees.
Wow, that's crazy.
Now, I'm going to start very briefly here in between turns 3 and 4. Give you the opportunity to look up at that to see how steep it is from this angle. Now, obviously, I can't let you get out and crawl on the track here, but you know the Motorsports Hall of Fame today, your last stop was so imagine if you will, guys, try to finish this. 4 cars in that space, inches apart, between 180 and 190 miles an hour.
There's pit row.
Only on the right side of the track, right side only, half side of the track. Very careful flipping up the track again, guys.
Gosh, how many cars have slid through here. That's so cool.
One more thing, flapping on the right side.
It's a lot different on television. This is Matthew walking up the ladder, or the ladder. Walking up the track. Wow, this is crazy. This is 18 degrees.
My heart's racing just from walking up.
I'm telling you. Wow. And there's the finish line. How cool. So there's the pit row.
What? What? Did I see what?
On that, when it comes to making money, the France family are far from superstitious now because they do own 13 tracks.
Wow.
Now they also own the sport of NASCAR. The actual sport of NASCAR is owned by the France family. Now the original Hercules lane was in front of that blue and white Chevrolet building, and that building is the guys, the entire engine was totally wiped out. That was the only building standing. And I'm a firm believer the reason why I remain standing was because it was built by Chevrolet.
All right, guys, we're walking into Victory Lane. That's awesome. Can't walk up on the stage.
This is where you go when you win.
Yep. They pull the car up right here. And then the team is up on there. Oh, really neat. This is where they pop the champagne bottles after their big wins. Cool.
Guys did get married in here about 3 weeks ago. Really cool experience. With the very bottom floor is the banquet room and meeting room. Second floor is the bar. Third floor is some of the VIP lounges. And the very top of the building underneath that overhangs an additional 200-seat Club President's Row. But now, obviously a couple nice things about being in here. Number one, you're in there. Number two, you get a really good view of the start-finish line. But what I think is the most exciting is once the winning car comes into the frolic shoot, parked over in front of the stage, people in this building come out, take part of that victory celebration along with the owners, drivers, and families from these green. Right after that victory celebration, that car is immediately brought to the Motorsports Hall of Fame, where it must stay 300 seconds also. So that's what the official field of NASCAR. And that's where the big crews that come in, shuttle delivering down tanks, taking back up their fuel tanks, and the vehicles for the race. You also might see those two fire trucks. You got two fire trucks over here by the gas station.
So you want to bring your RV here. They've got full rows. It looks like they've got full hookups. Well, maybe. No, actually, no, they do have sewage. So they have full hookups here.
Look at that but that letters reflect our concave and convex mirrors, so it's not the blind driver, so they then go to the track. I can give you more specifications about those white boxes, but I find
Ralph. Is it really? Ralph Dale Earnhardt? I just learned something today. Dale Earnhardt's first name is Ralph.
That's where the rock
I do realize some of them may change. That's right. You can't get very good pictures. But if you come down to International Speedway Boulevard, turn off on the center, small parking area, and then you have very large commercial flights, usually open. So at any time you want to.
All right, we just walked in. We're going to go up into the bleachers. This place is massive. Heck no. You going to do it?
Yeah.
Matt's going to go up these steps. I think.
Like Rocky.
All right, go. I'm gonna film you do it. Here we go, guys. You got to see how steep this thing is. Oh my goodness, these are up one. Two. He did it like a champ. Good, you're good, my friend. Go ahead. I'm gonna go the conservative route. Going up the escalators. All right, we're up in the grandstand. This thing is massive. So I just learned that there's a TV trick that they do. So because a lady just asked, like, why are the seats all so colorful, or there's a rhyme or reason to them. But if you look right now, it doesn't look like there's people in the seats. But if you look further away, it looks like there's people inside the seats.
Yeah, but
So it's an old TV trick.
It was very,
It's funny, in Small World. So the guy that's doing our tour, we were talking a little bit. He was asking Matt some questions, and then he said, he was just up the road 2.5 miles, and I was like, yeah, I am too. I'm staying at an RV park up there. He said, so am I live there. How crazy is that? But he said that they had a Metallica concert here once, and he heard it clear as day, and it was 2.5 miles away from here. It's nuts. All right, so I told Matt I'm gonna go down. Let's go. Oh, this is easy. This is easy. This is light work.
It's a little more painful going up.
All right, I want to make it. Going up would have been a bit tough with my hip issue, but going down the steps, not bad. Look, I'm not even gassed. Gonna make it. Here we go. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah. Well done. You did both, man. Good job. Let's go. All right, so we're inside the Hall of Fame now. So William Byron must have been the last winner. Is that what he was saying on the audio? Yeah.
Yeah, Liberty University.
Yeah, look at that. So he was the last winner. So apparently this car has to stay for 362 days after the win, and then they can get their car back. And then back here is Richard Petty, and then the wall of winners. And then William Byron is down there at the bottom. Atlas Van Line's boat here by Chip Hanauer. Some cars up at the top, an Indy car up there. Check out this old one right here. And that's old school NASCAR right there. Old Richard Petty vehicle here. Richard Petty, when I was a kid, was one of my favorite good drivers. Him and Darrell Waltrip. I liked Rusty Wallace too. This car was really cool. The Intimidator. Dale Earnhardt car. 31 degrees. Wow. This is the backside of the Hall of Fame, so the Heritage of Daytona. So let's go check this out. Boy, how far racing has come. My goodness. Is this Ormond Beach? Is that what it's saying? Oh, that's cool. So from 1936 to 1958, the North Turn was the site of the thrills and spills as the rumble of speeding cars and motorcycles rutted the sands of Daytona Beach and roared over the sounds of the Atlantic Ocean. So they used to race on the beach. That's pretty awesome. And then that's the beach road course, the slab of asphalt. Wow. I never knew that. Matt and I are going to come here for gas tomorrow. It's 19 cents. All right, guys, so we have completed the tour. Now, we did the regular tour. They do also have a VIP tour, which I think they take you up to the press box. I think that was the only difference. Maybe a couple of other things here and there. So we just did the regular tour. Highly recommended. We got lucky today because they, he said most of the time they're not allowed to get onto the track because they've got trials and things that are going on there. But we got lucky today, so got to see that and learned a few things. Made a new friend, and Sam. Sam, it was very nice to meet you. And Matt, what did you think?
It was a great time. I mean, I didn't know what to expect going into it, but getting to go on the track and all that, definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's highly recommended, guys. If you're in the Daytona Beach area and you're a NASCAR fan, or even, I'm not really a NASCAR fan, neither are you, right?
No.
So, but it was a cool experience to come in here and check it out. So, highly recommended. All right, guys, so do me a favor. If you've been here before, comment down below. Let us know you know, what your experience was like. All right. So, Matt, thanks so much for coming with me, man. I appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man. I love you. Hey, guys, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.